You know that feeling when you're watching a live event and like suddenly the massive screen glitches just for a millisecond?
Yeah, completely breaks the illusion.
Right, because we just expect pixels to be there.
Exactly. We forget the absolute massive amounts of data flowing behind the walls, just to make that happen.
Which brings us to today's deep dive.
Mhm.
We're looking at a piece of equipment from HDTV Supply that handles that exact flow. It's the ZeeVee Z4KDECF3XS ZyPer4K-XS decoder fiber.
That is a mouthful of a name.
It really is. But our mission today is to cut through all that dense AV tech jargon. We want to show you exactly why this specific device is a hidden titan of high-end video networking. So, okay, let's unpack this. Looking at the specs, can we think of this decoder as a massive digital traffic cop for uncompressed video?
A traffic cop?
Yeah, like just standing at the intersection of a network and firing data exactly where it needs to go.
It's a traffic cop, sure, but one operating at the speed of light. I mean, it sits on a 10 gigabit Ethernet fiber connection. Right, so it takes in an absolute fire hose of data and directs it instantly, without a single hiccup.
And that fire hose is uncompressed 4K video running at 60 Hertz with full 4.4.4 color resolution.
Which is huge.
Right, and for those of you wondering, 4.4.4 basically means zero color compression. Every single pixel gets its own unique color data. It doesn't have to share with its neighbors.
Yeah, and it does all this with 0 frame latency.
Honestly, that sounds less like networking and more like video teleportation.
That's a really good way to put it.
But I have to push back a little here. Does anyone actually need uncompressed 4K, or is standard compression fine for most people?
Well, what's fascinating here is the threshold of human perception. Like, for watching a movie at home, standard compression is perfectly fine.
Sure.
But think about broadcasting a live surgical feed. Or, managing precision displays for a massive live esports tournament.
Oh, right, split-second stuff.
Exactly. And how they achieve this zero latency is by entirely skipping the compress and decompress cycle. Standard video tech spends precious milliseconds squishing the file down to send it over a cable and then rebuilding it on the other side.
Which obviously takes time.
Right. By pushing uncompressed data over that massive 10 gigabit pipe, this decoder eliminates that processing time entirely. When you require absolute real-time visual accuracy, you literally cannot afford the time it takes to compute the image.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. This little box handles massive video walls, up to 15 by 15 screens.
Yeah, that's a lot of screens.
And a multi-view for up to 19 different sources. But the spec that made me do a double take is the range.
Yeah.
Using single-mode fiber optic lines, it can transmit signals up to 10 kilometers. Who on earth is running a video cable 6 miles away?
I know it sounds extreme, but the mechanism behind it is pretty brilliant. Single-mode fiber uses an incredibly narrow core, right, and a single focused laser beam. Because the light travels straight down the middle, it doesn't bounce off the inner edges, so the signal just doesn't degrade over distance.
Oh, so it keeps those pixels perfect over vast distances.
Exactly. It's built for, say, sprawling university campuses, broadcasting a lecture perfectly to an auditorium across town.
Or like massive sports stadiums.
Yeah, sending pristine video from a central control room all the way out to luxury suites miles of cable away.
But this brings up an interesting problem. If you're sending pristine data over 6 miles of campus infrastructure, it's traveling across standard IT networks, which means it's highly exposed.
Yes, very.
So what does this all mean? I looked at the specs, and there's HTTP 2.2 and 2.3 pass-through, AES 128 encryption, and 802.1x network compatibility. At first, I kind of laughed, like, why does a TV signal need high-grade encryption? Are hackers trying to hijack the stadium jumbotron?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not actually about the video signal itself.
Right.
No, it's about the network that the video travels on. Because this is AV over IP, it sits right alongside corporate data and financial records.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that 802.1x standard means the device has to physically authenticate itself to the network before it can even communicate.
So if hackers find an unsecured decoder, they don't want to change the channel.
Exactly. They want to use it as a backdoor to access the broader corporate network. Securing the video decoder with enterprise-grade encryption is critical to protecting the entire enterprise.
Suddenly, that price tag makes a lot of sense. It's currently listed at $837, which is down from the $1,046 MSRP.
Yeah, that's a solid drop.
For a zero-latency, ultra-secure, long-distance video powerhouse, I mean, that is serious value. Oh, and quick nod to the reviews. Apparently, an HDTV Supply rep named Rachel provides stellar customer service if you ever need help navigating the setup.
It is always helpful to have a real human guiding you through the digital infrastructure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we'll leave you with this to ponder. As basic AV equipment merges fully with IT networks, will the seemingly harmless video decoders hanging quietly on our walls soon become the primary battleground for corporate cybersecurity?
That is a scary thought.
Keep that in mind the next time you pass a pristine digital sign.